Hey everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to my TikTok account. My name is Nicole and I'm a person in long-term recovery. My sobriety date is July 13th of 2015. And tonight we are going to have a special guest speaker. So come on in, get yourselves comfortable because we got story time tonight. Ivan is going to come on and share his story. I found Ivan today while I was scrolling through TikTok. Um, he was telling trap stories, and you know how I am. I love a good story time. So I stopped to watch a little bit, and I thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to invite him to see if he would like to come on and share his story. And so that's how we did it. So y'all come on in. I'm just waiting for him to go live so I can throw him an invite to join me on this live. And then the show will be on the road. Hey, Ashley, what's up, girl? How's everybody's day today? Is everybody doing okay? I put on some makeup today, which I haven't done in a long time because it's been so hot outside. Oh, it's Amanda. Oh, it says Ashley, but okay. Hey, Amanda. It's been so hot outside. I just couldn't deal with how hot it was, so haven't been putting any on. Hey, Kayla, what's up, girl? Yeah, we're going live. Thank you. I appreciate that. Did you guys see I posted our daily dose of dark humor, which is I post our dark humor addiction memes too. So I posted those today. I posted a video about a girl who was doing dope and accidentally killed her baby because she had nodded out on her baby. That went up today too, which was very, very sad. I honestly do not understand how she was able to leave the hospital with her child, because when I was reading it in the reports, it said that she left the hospital and they told her they said, make sure that you stay away from drugs and alcohol. Like, stay away from drugs, you know what I mean? And so they knew, that she was struggling, and they still allowed her to leave the hospital with her newborn baby. And so I don't understand how that happened, because now in 2022, they are strict. I mean, they will literally open a case on mothers who are on MAT and have a legal prescription. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't get it. Like, why did they let her leave? I bet you those nurses and doctors at the hospital, I bet you they feel horrible now because that little baby died literally a day later, passed away. Little boy named Xander. And I think the girl is from PA. Some of you guys were asking me what state it was in. It was at PA. Absolutely. Very, very sad. So tonight, Ivan is supposed to join me and share his story. Hopefully he'll go live so I can throw him an invite to jump on with me. If for some reason, there he is. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's here. Yay. So excited, you guys. Y'all make sure y'all throw a lot of likes and hearts out there. Make sure y'all go over and follow Ivan on his account. What's up, man? Welcome.
Hello, Danielle, right?
Nicole.
Or I'm sorry, Nicole.
No, you're okay. You're okay. I just found you today. I was going through TikTok. I was telling everybody, and I found your trap stories, and I love story times. And I was watching them, and I was like, oh gosh, I got to ask this guy if he wants to jump on live with me tonight and tell his
Oh,
story. So here's
thank
the thing.
you. Yeah.
You are going to have the floor. What I would like for you to do is share with us what it was like when you were growing up. Like, how was your family? Was it dysfunctional? Did you come from a broken home? And then transition us into how you got started on drugs and alcohol,
Really
um,
deep.
what it's like, and then how you got sober today. And you got the floor. I'm just going to zip my lips. If I have any questions, I'll kind of just, butt in and raise my hand or something. But for the most part, it's all you.
All right. Well, hi everyone. My name is Ivan, and I live in Washington State. I grew up here in Washington State all my life. I'm 41 years old. 41 year young.
Yeah.
um, I feel like I'm 90. All my the 11-year addiction to heroin just really beat me up. But I'm sober and I'm clean and I'm healthy now. Growing up, my parents were immigrants, so they expected a lot from us in this new country. Never expected me to be a drug addict.
Yeah.
um, so
Where did they where they immigrate from? Where
from
from?
Mexico, from
Okay.
Mexico. I was born in Mexico, and we came here when I was 4 years old. So went to school, graduated, went to college. I didn't start messing up, dabbling with drugs till I was, 28 years old,
Uh-huh.
20, 27. It was meth. So, I don't know how it happened. I was at a party. A friend of mine said, "Here, do this." And I'm like, I thought it was cocaine.
Yeah.
And so it burned a lot. I did a line to that. And boy, I was talking. I was feeling so good. And, it was new to me. So um, I didn't do it again. I just drank a lot. I got a DUI. And it wasn't until that DUI led to just another DUI. Um, and I got into a car accident on my second DUI, and I had to have back surgery. So
That's
this is
all
how
you
it
had to
starts.
say.
Yeah, painkillers. It, I would have said no if I looking back, I would have said no. But I was prescribed painkillers. The doctor said it'll take the pain away. It did take the pain away, but it took everything else away too. Um, I was prescribed 10 per 30s a day for over 4 years.
Wow.
So, one was just like, what? A two, three, four, five, six, a 10 a day. The doctor ended up getting shut down eventually. But by then I was already hooked. I was buying them on the street. Um, and I couldn't afford them, Yeah, I'd run out so fast. I would get 300 every month. I started selling, to try to make some money, but I couldn't afford them. And one day, my dealer told me, "Hey, uh, can I say that?
Yeah, you're
Can I
fine.
be okay?" Um, he's like, "Yeah, I'm out, but I got this pure." I'm like, "What are you talking about? Heroin?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't shoot up. I don't do that. Sorry." No, he's like, "No, you can smoke it." And handed me the foil, of course. And wow, one hit, I felt amazing. It took my withdrawals away. And I was so, blue, so green. I mean, I didn't know anything about heroin. I just knew pills. But I made the switch over and I smoked heroin off oil for about 3 years until I started to mess with it IV. And boy, my health just went declining after that.
Do you
Really shooting.
remember when you transitioned to IV? Do you remember was there like a situation where you were with friends and you caught them doing it and you were curious? Like, how did you
Well,
come to get it?
sorry, I left out a lot. Actually, now that I think about it. So I went to school and I did all the, graduated, went to college, but my childhood was really dark. I was um, I was a victim of SA when I was about 8 or 9, and nobody to talk to. You know, being from a really conservative family, I can say anything. Just the notion that I might be gay or anything was just enough to just make my family go crazy or not understand. So I am gay. So
I love the gays,
so,
baby. I love the gays.
but I'm like the straightest gay guy everybody knows. They tell me, but no. So that was like pushing me, and so when I every time I thought about what happened to me, I'd get angry that my parents weren't there to protect me. So I used this newfound drug to kind of like take the pain away as a band-aid. So flash forward, I'm already doing heroin. I'm staying at the trap house, and people are telling me, "Why are you smoking it? You can just shoot it up and it'll last longer." And that was my justification to shoot up is that it's gonna last longer. You know, the less I have to do, the less crime I have to commit to get money for the drug.
Yeah.
And I let my friend shoot me up because I didn't know how to do that, but she did it in my arm, and wow, it was enough to just. I never went back to smoking it.
Yeah. Same.
So
I know how you feel. That's the same experience
that
I had.
rush
Was like,
and
there's
exactly
so much.
at that trap house, at the trap house I was staying at, this girl told me, "Hey, you can mix some meth in it. It's a goofball." Oh wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. And that's why I try to tell
So
people, like, when you started, that's why I try to tell people when you start injecting, like using
never go
drugs
back.
is powerful by itself, but when you start injecting, it is so intense that it's like you become addicted to that process too. Did you do that
It's a
too?
process, yeah, getting it ready, um, meeting new people, just the process. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's addicting. It's just the overall process, and yeah. Once I started mixing, they're called goofballs. I don't know if you know that, but
Yeah.
mixing meth and heroin, and I justified shooting up meth because it would prevent me from overdosing because it's an upper.
Yep.
So all these justifications. So yeah, so I was living in the trap house for about 6 months. It was all kinds of people in and out. Just wow,
That
insane.
one that you showed on your videos, you guys, he shows a video and it shows like, is that the trap house you're talking about?
Yeah, they did a
What
report on it. It got shut
what is
down. I
the
got raided. I was
craziest
arrested.
what is the craziest thing that you ever seen happen there while you were there?
uh, Besides people just openly sharing needles all the time, and a guy falling asleep with his shot in his needle, his syringe right here in his ear. I saw this girl just take it from me when he was nodding off. She went and did it. I mean, it had blood in it.
Ooh,
Apart from that, the craziest thing, I witnessed a shooting. This dealer got shot in the leg. I was there. I got bear maced one
bear
time. I
mace.
got bear mace, the mace, bear mace, really strong bear mace. I got jumped 2 times by this guy that I was in a room just using all night. He just went crazy and started beating me up, jumping on me. I mean, I didn't let him, but it was crazy. Another guy got pistol whipped. This one time, this dude came in looking for a teener, and it's like a gram and a half. And I was like, yeah, I got you, I got you. So I went downstairs. I told him to wait. I went downstairs. I was friends with a dealer, and I literally like gave him like a 20 sack. I kept the $130. I bought a 20 sack. I gave him 20 change. I basically was trying to rob him,
Yeah.
and the guy he told me, dude, it's not for me. They're in the car waiting. They're gonna come in. They'll beat your ass. Give me my shit. I'm like, oh, that's a teener. Blah blah blah. I was out of it, you know. I was thinking like I just got free money and free drugs, and they came in and they literally like beat me up. I tried to hide behind this door. It was bad,
Trap
but
houses are
I didn't make
crazy.
any.
It's
Yeah,
crazy
and
because
at the end, he was like, "You could have just told me, man. I would have threw you a point or two if you had just been real." But you don't think when you're on drugs or when you're withdrawing or
not at
when you're
all.
dope sick, you just want to get it. And yeah, so there I was in my hometown, homeless. After getting kicked out of the trap house, it was bulldozed. Homeless, sleeping in the park, literally in the snow, freezing. I got kicked out of this freezing nights place in the town I live in. Churches would allow people that are homeless during the winter months to come in and sleep in the church. I got kicked out because I got caught shooting up in the bathroom. So I had nowhere to go basically, but the park. That was a low point. I literally had to call 911. They took me from the park. I couldn't move. It turns out that I had an abscess in my spinal cord, an abscess, just a ball of
Wow.
pus, pushing my spine. I couldn't walk. It was crazy. I went to the hospital and they told me that you need to have back surgery, and that's when I was like, whatever. The doctor, a caseworker was assigned to me. told me that he was going to put me on methadone. I was like, whatever, fine, I give up, sure. And honestly, methadone saved my life. Matt,
Yeah, I
it
totally support
saved my
that.
life because I would have been discharged. I would have gone back to the streets and did that. But and during when that happened, the hospital situation, my surgery, it was during the quarantine, the pandemic. So my little guardian angel was working hard. So I was in the hospital. I was in quarantine in the hospital. You know, warm, eating,
Thank
not on the
God.
streets. Yes,
And so
and
is
I
that where you
reconciled.
is that where you
What's
started
that?
your is that where you started to get sober? Is in there on methadone? That's where you started your
Yes.
recovery out.
Yep.
What did your family
January twenty
say?
first.
What
January 21st, 2020. My
what
family, well, I had to convince them, please, they're going to discharge me. They want to discharge me on the street after I was in the hospital for 6 weeks. And they're like, basically, all the shelters are shut down, COVID, all that was going on. And I told my parents, I was like, Dad, I know that I've done a lot of shit. I'm sorry. And they're like, I gotta understand, they're in shock. Their son didn't start fucking up till he was 30, basically. And I made a promise to them that I'll do whatever it takes. You can test me every week. You can, I'll do a UA sample every week, and I explained to them what methadone was. And they're old fashioned,
yeah.
they don't really understand. I had to explain to them, and I went straight from the hospital to the clinic, and I got it set up. And I got lucky because it was during quarantine. I didn't have to go every day like most people have to go. They have to go dose every day or every other day. I
Yeah.
got I started off once a week. They gave me take homes because I'm also diabetic, so they were able to. I was able to kind of like skip a phase. It was convenient. I would have done it anyways because I was like feeling normal. I didn't have to go break the law. I was at home, back at home. And now I'm actually house sitting. My parents are on vacation in Mexico,
And
so
they
they trust
trust
me
you.
again. Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So I
And I know
I'm
what you're
never going
talking
back.
about.
I can't go back.
Because Mexican moms and dads are like strict
Yeah.
and old
Yeah.
school. My mom's Mexican and my dad is Italian, and the fact that your family immigrated, like they expect you to like live up to this certain standard because they brought you over to achieve the American dream, and
Yeah. I
then
feel like
when
it's
we don't do
wasted.
that, they get upset with us, you know?
That adds to my depression. So my mental health along the way, it wasn't just it wasn't just I'm a heroin addict now. All that I was always looking for someone to talk to about my depression, my SA, and on the streets I suffered a lot. I got attacked and I got raped. It was bad. No one to talk to again. I felt shame, um, suicidal. I had two intentional overdoses, and my guardian angel said, "Hey, you're not dying yet, dude. You're surviving this." So now that I'm clean, I have so much more to lose. I can't go back to that life anymore. I've since gotten help with therapy and counseling to confront all my demons.
Good.
Good. And also, I lost a brother 10 years ago. I lost an older brother who was more like me. We had a lot in common. So that added a lot to my mental depression and drug use. So
What happened to your
yeah,
brother? Did he just?
he got murdered. He was murdered 10 years ago in Mexico.
Oh
He
wow.
went. So he was dabbling. His drug of choice was meth. He had a problem addiction also. So we have that in common. But he went to Mexico to get clean, and he didn't grow up there. He grew up here. So over there it's rough and tumble. Over there, there's a lot of gun violence, and he was involved in a fight, and the guy that he beat up showed up at a party the next night and shot him along with four other people.
I'm so sorry.
So thank you. So that was kind of like whoa. The family. I think that really hurt the family. My parents buried their son. It was just a really, really crazy process. Collecting the body, flying it back to the States.
Yeah, that would
Um,
be hard.
yeah. So more or less, I told myself that I was like destined to be a drug addict, if there's a
Yeah.
word, if there's a So so now, I found TikTok and I found a little outlet, a way to kind of get my story out there. At first, I was hesitant. It started off as an art account. It was an art recovery art account because along the way, art has helped me stay sober. I discovered that I have a little talent. So I was into it. It helped me with my anxiety, and I just started. You know what? I'm gonna tell my story more in a comedy satire way, but still
Yeah.
get it across. It's not funny by any means, but if anybody can make fun of the addiction, and it's someone who's been there, So
Yeah, yeah, I'm the same way. I love telling like stories
God,
from my past, and that's what drew me into seeing you is because you were telling stories about your past, and I love
yeah.
sharing about like what all I went through. You
I've
know what I mean?
I was lucky enough to kind of like take pictures along the way. It
I
was
know. I'm jealous. I wish I had more pictures to show everybody
I
or
have way
video.
more. I can't find them. I have phones. I'm trying to unlock. I'm waiting on my mug shots. I have a lot of mug shots, a lot
Yeah,
more. But I'm trying. I'm sorry. I'm kind of trying not to show my teeth because my teeth are really bad because of
you're okay.
addiction.
You're listen to me.
I'm getting dentures. They're all gonna get pulled out. I'm gonna get dentures. I can't believe it.
You're
41 years old
amazing.
getting
You're
dentures.
beautiful just the way you are. But if you're getting dentures, I'm happy and I'm excited for you because I know
Thank
that is
you.
like it's hard to have. It, it's it makes you feel insecure. So I totally
Yeah,
understand.
the lifestyle, just all the heroin and drugs, just messes up with your teeth. You're not really brushing them often, but yeah, that's also I've recently been getting a bunch of like anti-mat hate, so
Yep.
it's like
I was
people
just
need to
going to
just
ask
stay on
you.
their lane.
I
You
was just
know,
going to ask you
E-
that.
everybody's recovery is different, and it's just it's astonishing to see people just get out of their lane and go knock somebody for what. Can we celebrate that methadone saved my life, basically? Because
Yeah, absolutely.
I was in and out of the jail, in and out of the hospital, in and out, in and out. I would be dead right now, honestly. I was at that point where I just didn't care anymore. I didn't overdose because I couldn't afford it, but I was looking for it. I didn't care. I was no longer looking both ways when I crossed the street. I just crossed. If I got hit by a car, I don't care. I want to die anyways. It's really sad to say this right now, but I had no will to live. Nothing.
I know
I
how you
didn't
feel.
care.
I was the
I
same
didn't
way.
care.
And I'm
You
on,
know.
listen to me, I'm on Suboxone. So I totally understand what you're going through. When I first started sharing about being on subs back in 2016, I got shunned by people in the recovery community. And it was the worst experience I've ever had. But
I'm sorry about that.
I didn't let it define me, and I came back, and I kept making videos and kept making content. And now I talk about it so openly and I have no shame. And so I saw that you were on methadone. I knew all this before you came over here because I wanted to check you out a little bit. And because for me, whenever I took methadone, I was taking it illegally and abusing it.
Yeah.
So
You
I
were
had a
abusing it. Yeah.
so that's why I had to get on Suboxone because that's what works for me. But I support all forms of MAT, and as long as you're
Exactly.
doing that and you're staying on the right path, that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters.
Exactly. Why can't we celebrate that? People are just so hateful. Yes, people do abuse it. I've seen it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've seen people nodding off at the clinic and they're getting it and they're just nodding off some more. I'm not doing that because I can't do that.
Yeah,
I'm down to 65 milligrams. I started off 175, and my goal is this year is just to be complete taper off. I think I'm ready, but not quite there yet. But that's my goal. And for someone to just say, "Oh, blah blah blah," you're just trading one thing for another. No, I needed this. I needed that because I would be in the street doing that same shit over and over. I'd be dead. Some people need medical assisted treatment because they are chronic relapsers.
yep,
And people are like, "Oh, don't tell yourself that. Don't say that because it'll just give you permission to use." No, I'm because I know myself. I know that I will do that again because when you have so much trauma that's unaddressed, you look for that drug to that band-aid. And I had never addressed that, and so I was using drugs like a band-aid, like I told you before. But now I confronted it. I talked about it. I made amends with everything, and I'm living my life. No longer am I just surviving. I'm just living. I'm doing amazingly. I'm gonna go skydiving next week. I'm so excited. I'm
Are you
nervous.
gonna videotape it? You better take us with
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I'm gonna document it.
That is so cool, dude. I'm scared. I could never do that. I would literally die if I did that.
It's a rush. You know how it is. You trade run rush
Oh
for adrenaline.
yeah, yeah. Adrenaline junkie.
And also a button.
I got my nephew here, my little nephew.
Hey, little
Say
nephew,
hi.
what's up?
I wouldn't be doing this before. I wasn't allowed to be around my nephews. I'm so excited that I'm trusted again.
I'm really proud of you. Like that's what it's all about, is getting our family back. And you're doing an amazing job. Don't let those people who comment stuff to you in a mean way, don't let that affect you. Because there's so many guys and they're behind the camera. And I mean behind the keyboard. It's easy to
Yeah,
talk
keyboard
shit.
warriors.
It's easy to talk shit when you're behind the keyboard, but every single person's circumstances are different. Some people, like us, our brains have been damaged by drugs and
Exactly.
alcohol, and we need that extra step up to be able to get on track and actually maintain some sort of sobriety. So there's nothing wrong with treatment. You're doing amazing.
Thank you. I know I was like, what? And half of the time, people are like, the ones that are hating on are the ones who are on marijuana or whatever.
Right, exactly.
I live in a green state, so I don't really care. But people need to just chill.
Right. I support
It's
everybody no matter what. I support plant medicine. I support MAT. I support abstinence. I support you getting your life back together, having your family back, and being productive. That's what I
it's
support.
also discovering TikTok, and it's really like, making these videos. I really enjoy it, and sometimes it's so frustrating because it's such a cool video, such a cool point. I want to share and spread. And I don't know how, but I've tried everything. I try to get it out there, but some videos go. I haven't really had a video gone viral, but I just wish I could just touch more people. But I let it. I do what I do, and I can't do anything more. I try to do the trends, but
Well, I'll help you. I work in social media
yeah,
marketing. So I help people build their accounts and I help manage people's accounts.
I
And
saw
so
that.
I can help you a little bit and throw you some pointers. What I'll do is I'll go and look at your content after we get off here, and I'll send you some constructive criticism about things that I see that you could improve on. I'm telling you, if you take what I say and you put it into action, you will grow your account. The guy that I just helped, he just joined TikTok and he's went from 16K to 43,000 in the time that I've known him, which is a week.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I got you.
You got me. Thank you.
Yeah.
I have so many. I try, but I feel like I'm doing something. I'm not doing something right, obviously, but
Well, we'll take care of it. I really appreciate you coming on here though and just chatting and hanging out with us and sharing your
thank
story.
you
This
for.
is your first time
Thank
ever
you.
doing this?
This is my first time. Yeah, I had one person invite me, but it fell through. But I am really good friends with a young guy named Koi
Yeah,
Sober Life. He recently had a relapse,
I saw
and
that.
I'm praying for him. But he from the beginning he kind of like gave me hey, just continue your art. I did an illustration for him, but anyways he kind of like kept me, hey, make cool skits about this and that, recovery art, blah blah blah. It's cool, man. I got you. But apart from that, yeah.
You're
Thank
kicking
you.
ass, man. I'm really happy for you and I'm proud of you. And I know it feels good to be able
I've
to
been
be.
watch. I was gonna tell you, I binge watched all your videos, and you are a survivor. You know,
Yeah, I was a
you
crazy
shouldn't be
one
here.
back in the
You
day.
are. You know what
I
I
was
mean? You've been
wild.
through a lot.
Thank you. I really
I've been
appreciate
there.
it.
I've been in that gutter.
I would have
Meth,
never known.
heroin, pills. It's all the same.
I would have never known you were gay if you didn't tell me. Like, seriously, I did not get that from you at all. I totally thought
Really?
you were straight.
I know. I get a lot of messages of people that, but I don't know. I
Are
think
you
I'm a big old
single?
queen, but yes, I am. But I'm working on myself right now, you know.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
gotta
That's
do.
good.
I gotta get everything back in order before I jump in a dating pool. But
That's good. You got to make sure you
yeah,
take care of yourself first because relationships just make everything complicated, honey. Believe me.
yeah. I know. Trust. It was. Yeah. I was in a 8 year relationship, and it was toxic. It was just codependent drug relationship. I was doing all the work. I was always doing the boosting and stealing and getting caught and doing time.
Yep,
No
I know
more.
how that goes. Well,
Yeah.
listen, I'll let you kind of jump off here, but if you're willing to jump on with me another day, we can come on and we can tell story times about our trap experiences together if you want to next time, okay?
Yeah, I'm down for whatever. Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you. I'm going to message you after I get off here and I'm going to go look at your account and send you all some tips and tricks, okay? And I'll send you my cell phone number too.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Bye, Ivan. Thank you.
Bye. Good meeting you.
Hey, what y'all think? I love him. So I wanted to bring somebody on that is on methadone, you guys, because what do you want to eat? Come on down. I got taquitos. I got little bagel bites with the pizza on them. I got macaroni and cheese. What? Macaroni and cheese? Okay. I wanted to bring somebody on that was on methadone, and I was going through his account and seeing that he was on it, and I thought, I need to get him on tonight to share a little bit about his story. And so, I always try to bring people on that are in different forms of recovery, And so, yes, ladies, I knew y'all would be asking about the eyeshadow today. So, today I have on, ooh, it looks a little dark right there. Okay. The purple is Menagerie Cosmetics. This like really pretty color right here is Cleona Cosmetics, you guys. And it's the dragon fruit palette. Okay, let me put the name in the comment section. They have these beautiful their eyeshadows are Cleona Cosmetics. Okay. They have these beautiful eyeshadows that are multi-chrome eyeshadows. I'll show you the palette when I get done. I got to make Nate some macaroni and cheese. But that's why I ordered it, because the eyeshadows are like that really pretty, glittery, multi-chrome kind of eyeshadows. And I love that. I love that. So, I did a little bit of makeup earlier today when I was on live on Facebook. I did a live stream on Facebook talking about relapse and euphoric recall and relapse. So I don't know if you guys saw the video I made the other day, but I was talking about, so the reason why a lot of us struggle with relapsing after getting sober is because us drug addicts, we suffer from this thing called euphoric recall. And what that means is our minds, muscle memory, the good times, the way that drugs made us feel that was a positive thing, the good way it made us feel. Instead of thinking back to the times where it hurt and harmed us, we reminisce on the times and think of the times where the drugs made us feel good, okay? That's called euphoric recall. So in the past 7 years, what I have been doing is I have been retraining my brain, okay? So my brain, real talk, used to go and think, oh yeah, I remember the first time I shot meth, the most amazing feeling in the world. Like I miss that feeling, right? And I used to have thoughts like that a lot. I used to have thoughts about missing my fun, the living on the edge and having fun in active addiction. And these were things that like I would think about. And so because I was thinking about those things, I thought, man, I need to do something to combat this. And so what I started to do was I started to retrain my brain to, when I would think about a positive thing about my drug addiction, I would immediately follow that thought with a negative thing, the worst negative thing that I can think of, which was the day that I lost custody of my son. And so anytime that I would think about getting high, I would think about the day I lost custody of my son. And that has helped me to be able to stay sober and change my life for the better. And you guys, I would not be here today talking to you guys if I hadn't gotten my life together and actually maintained some sort of sobriety. I work for gives me his RX pad at work, and I'm not tempted. Hey, that's awesome, girl. I know how that feels. Absolutely. I know how that feels. I remember the first day that Dr. B and them let me or asked me to send in a electronic prescription on our computer, help with that. I literally freaked out because I was the same way you are. I was like, oh my God, I'm sweating, you guys. They trust me, you know, and that's a good feeling to have when the people that you're working for, they trust you. They know you're not going to do anything wrong. So just like Ivan was talking about how his parents trust him. He's, you know, babysitting and watching the house while they're gone in Mexico. Like a lot of us, you know, our parents wouldn't trust us as far as they could throw us. And now they trust us with their lives, you know. So I'm really happy for you. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Beans, greens, tomatoes. That's really... I had a great day today, though. So I'm fixing to go do some, take my makeup off with you guys. I'm very close to getting an advanced professional SIP position. What's SIPP mean? I don't know what that means. But I don't know what that means. But I know that you had said something about getting a job at a treatment center, right? Beans, greens, tomatoes. My mom lets me borrow money without asking for the receipt. So whenever I got sober, it took my parents about 2 years to really believe that it was the real deal, right? But when I started to know that they knew it was the real deal is when my dad started giving me cash money for Christmas. Cash money. When he started doing that, that's when I knew that they knew I was sober and that they trusted me. That was the best feeling in the whole wide world. You know what I mean? So amazing. Because that's all we really want. Like once we get sober, I know for me, that's all I really wanted was my family to believe in me and trust me again, you know. And I never thought that they would, but because of recovery, here you go, buddy. Because of recovery and doing the right thing, all that has changed, you know. And I've been able to gain back their trust, and so can you. Any of you guys can. Okay, let's get this face washed, y'all. Yeah, I can believe it. A lot of you guys got sober here with me. And then a lot of you guys, I met you when you first started getting sober. So, okay, let's do my face, y'all. Whew. Oh, yeah, I'm going to show y'all that palette. Hold on. I'm proud of you, Jen. How you feeling? You doing good? This is the, and these shadows are like special shades, like glittery shades. Dragon Fruit palette. Okay. Let's get that washing. Now let's get the oil. I always use this oil to take my eye makeup off. It works so good. I'm trying to get back in the swing of doing the live streams and having people come tell their stories because I was doing it a lot, you know, back in the day, but then I started getting all those haters and people being negative, so I stopped because I couldn't focus on anything but that bullshit, and now I've gotten back on track and I've focused on recovery again. Oh, that remover is the Clinique Take the Day Off Balm. Okay? It's called Clinique Take the Day Off. Beans, greens, tomatoes. Why do I have that damn song in my head? Statewide. Oh, inpatient program. Oh, that's awesome. Well, you'll have to let us know how it goes when you get your job there. You know? No, it doesn't burn your eyes at all. It's so gentle. So gentle. I get my face good and wet. And then we got this Murad AHA BHA cleansing solution. So during the winter time is when I wear a lot more makeup, because I actually don't sweat my ass off all day long like we do here in Arkansas. But it's been so hot. Is it hot where y'all are at? Oh, Tuesday, tomorrow, we're doing step 3 in the Russell Brand book. So if y'all want to come hang out, I'm going to do it live from YouTube and Facebook, because I want to be able to do it on Facebook too. Absolutely. Yeah, you'll make a huge difference. Hey, Michelle, how you doing, honey? Yeah, so we're doing the steps through that Russell Brand book together. Because I needed a refresher course, and whenever I do stuff with you guys, it helps me to stay focused on it. So that's why I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it with my people, you know. Hey, Blessed Mom, how you doing? The next person I want to have on, you guys, is Heather. She's on Suboxone. I was going to have her on last week, but I freaking fell asleep. And then the next person after that, I want to have on Morgan, the girl who was on tianeptine, Zaza, and got off of it. I want to do her video next. She made a video about how she came off of that stuff, and it kind of went, I think it went semi-viral. And so many people, you know, because were asking me, what is tianeptine? What is tianeptine, you know? I don't have any, congratulations on 8 years. I don't have any experience taking tianeptine, you know? So when I found her video, I was like, wow, we need to have her on. Because that stuff is no joke. Okay, now that we double cleansed, I feel a lot better now. Whew. There we go. Oh man, that's good. Okay, good deal. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go download this video and put it up on my YouTube channel, okay? And I'll come on a little bit later. Give me about a couple of hours, and then I'll come on and we'll do like an evening time meditation before I go to bed. Okay, but Tuesday night is step 3, Russell Brand book. We're all doing it together. What you need to do if you don't have the book is bring yourself a pen and a piece of paper to the live stream on Tuesday. Okay, because at the end of the live stream, we do these questions at the end of the book. Okay, it's like the workbook questions. And we answer the questions. So that way you guys can answer the questions, okay? So there's that. What else do I want to do? Then we're going to do this right here, which is the Super C Retinol. I always get these Strivectin things on sale for, they're usually like $80 a piece, and I get them on sale at Ulta for like $40 when they're half price. Because, honey, I ain't paying no $80 for that shit. I mean, there's some stuff I'll pay a lot for because it's skincare, but shoot, not that much. Tomorrow at 7 Central, okay? So what I'll do is I will make a video over here to let y'all know, hey, we're going live over on my YouTube and my Facebook. So I'm going to go on StreamYards, which is how you stream onto YouTube and Facebook at the same time. And I will stream onto Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So that way my audience on YouTube can watch it and my audience on Facebook can watch it, because the Facebook people, you guys, my Facebook has grown a lot. I'm almost to 20,000 followers over on Facebook. And so a lot of people have been reaching out to me and wanting me to do more lives over there. So I'm trying to split it up and do lives, you know, on there and on here. I did reach out to Sonia and Chandalyn and Jamie Tall, because I think all of us girls are going to get together and do a girls live stream where it's us girls that make content about recovery, and we talk about like what it's like for us as women in recovery and what we struggle with and how we get through those struggles. So it's going to be, oh, that was the Clinique moisturizing gel and the Clinique eye cream. But can you imagine if it's me, Jamie, Shanda, and Sonia on a live stream talking about recovery? That will kick ass. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to get that lined up, so that way we can have like I said, a girls live stream. So I just messaged them on Facebook to see if we can make it happen. But I'll see y'all in a couple hours. Let me get some different clothes on. I'm going to change into some PJs and relax a little bit with my husband, okay? All right. Love y'all.